Okay, welcome to our Opulent Freedom Lifestyle event. My name's Jana. I'll be hosting the majority of the event tonight, but we are really excited because we've got the amazing Hannah who's launching her business tonight. So literally what we do is we get on a few times throughout the week and just share around an amazing program and product and opportunity that we've had great results with. But also tonight, we've got Hannah who's just signed up, and we're really excited to hear from her, obviously. So my name's Jana. I came across this opportunity almost 4 years ago next month. So it's definitely gone quickly. It's, how we're going from, 3-month-old baby to 6-month-old baby. Mine's now 4. But I am also a mother of 2. So when I found this, my little boys were, Charlie was only 11 months old and Jacob was 3. I was working full time. I'd literally just gone back to work on promotion from Department of Defence Force to Department of Human Services. So no slow return back to work. It was straight into full-time hours, lots of commuting, and my little boys were put into full-time childcare from 6:30 in the morning to 6 p.m. at night. So massive days for them, massive days for me and for my husband, who was clearly working as well. I literally pick them up, take them home, pop them on the couch, organise dinner, feed them, bath and put them to bed. And that was my week through to the weekend when you're playing catch up, shopping, meal prepping, washing, cleaning the house. I just didn't have any time for them. And even more importantly, I had no time for me. And so very quickly, with the stress and the toxic environment that I was in, I started to get really sick. I had a pretty strong immune system. Well, I thought I did, because I thought I was eating everything I possibly could. I love smoothing. I love juicing. I had a very holistic mindset. Yet I started to fall over mentally and physically. Fatigue set in, and I just wasn't myself. So I, looked at my husband one day and I said, these kids are growing rapidly. We're missing too much. Not one of us are there being present like we really wanted to be. Something needs to change. I just didn't know what. And for me, and as per everyone else, I guess, on this call, posts come up all the time around healthy living, around business opportunities, around the next best thing. And for me, a post came up and it was health, it was wellness, it was whole foods, it was family orientated, work on your own terms. And I saw it come up a few times, the same post from the same person, never met her, didn't want to message her, wanted to crawl under my rock, but wanted to find out more. So I just got a little bit gutsy for about 5 seconds and sent her a message. Watched a cool event like this one and realised it was this cool product called Juice Plus, which I'd actually done a fair bit of research on for my husband, not for me. I didn't think I needed it again, but I knew he did. He literally only eats meat, potato, white pasta, white rice. So I'm always open-minded to try and find him more things to bridge the gap in his diet, and Juice Plus was definitely up there. I just didn't know there was a business opportunity to go along with it. So I thought, what the hell, I'm going to jump on this. Get my whole family on it and see what it could do for us, and might as well do the business, get it cheaper. Within 4 months of me absolutely sharing that in total stolen moments, because I was working full time, I had 2 little boys, literally in my toilet break, my lunch break, and occasionally when they were asleep. And Bluetooth's amazing in the car, what you can listen to. And yeah, within those 4 months, I'd shared it with enough people that I could go part-time. And when I walked in to tell my boss that, I was responsible for 30 odd people at this stage in the government sector that I was in, they weren't happy after 11 years in the government, and me wanting to say, come back from maternity leave and then say I need to go part-time. They weren't happy. So I really quickly realized that maybe this could be something more. I need to show more people this. It truly is a gift, the results that I've had, and the financial, the extra income that I've created. I need to show more working parents this. They need to know there's a better way. And within 10 months of me starting to physically show people and build up my confidence again and show that belief, within 10 months I was able to quit. So I pulled my kids out of childcare, started taking care of me better, therefore that flowed on to them beautifully. And I've now, been a paid stay-at-home mum now almost 3 years. So I can't imagine where I'd be now if I hadn't have come across this, if I hadn't have taken that leap of faith and really started taking care of me, because I think I would have ended up in hospital, that's for sure. I would have been sicker than sick, I think. And that's where I was at too. I was sick of being sick. I was tired of being tired. And I just needed a change. And I was really, really lucky and fortunate that this came across, I guess, at the right time. I was looking for something. I just didn't know it. So what is this Juice Plus? All right, Juice Plus has been around. Actually, the company's almost at its 50th birthday next year. So it's been around quite some time, but with our leading products, almost 30 years in Australia and New Zealand. So not a new fad. It's definitely stood the test of time. It's got over 37 peer-reviewed scientific studies done on it. It's actually the most researched whole food product on the market. And it's all about bridging the gap. So not a wonder pill or a wonder shake to, lose magic pill to lose weight or whatnot. It is literally there to bridge the gap. We all have gaps in our diet. No matter how healthy we think we are, there's these gaps because our lifestyles are crazy and we just can't get the produce at the quality and the amount and digest it and get it to where it needs to go. So they've come up with these cool 3 products, well 4, including the kids, that are all safe for children, for pregnancy, for breastfeeding, because it's all plant-based. Nothing synthetic, nothing artificial. You don't need to go out and keep getting those multivitamins and those vitamin Bs and Cs and everything that you're missing, because you can get it all from plants. So our hero product is our fruits, vegetables, and berry capsules, which literally have a variety of over 33 fruits and vegetables and berries in there. Pretty awesome, yeah? So I swallow these tablets on a daily basis, and I'm getting that variety from over, that massive the plant kingdom, the greens, the reds, the oranges, the whites, they're all in there, and I love the fact that it is safe for pregnancy, and because I was still breastfeeding when I found this, and there's so many products I had to stop and start when I was going through all that. I love the fact that I could read the label. For instance, with the vegetable blend, all that's in my capsule, this is the berry one here, it's only small too, so it's not some big horse tablet. But in my vegetable blend, there's a broccoli, parsley, tomato, carrot, garlic, beet, spinach, cabbage, kale, rice bran, and lemon. That is it. Nothing synthetic, nothing artificial, nothing brought from the chemist. It is all put in there, which is great. And I can read that label. I don't need a dictionary to know what all those things are. I know they're all amazing. I can't necessarily get them into my diet each and every day, but this is there to bridge the gap between what I am eating and what I should be eating and what I nutritionally require. And that beautiful blend. Kale has been in there since this product was made, and kale's been a bit of a fad for the last 10 years or so now, but Juice Plus knew about it a long time ago, so it's in there. No warning label on here, because if you're okay to take kale and beet and spinach and eat those, then you can, physically swallow this as well. And what I love is, I think for me, when I first found this, I just wanted it for my husband. I eat enough. I can't possibly need any more fruits and vegetables. But what I understand now is how depleted our fruits and vegetables are. Our farming practices, especially here in Australia and New Zealand, haven't been the greatest. So our farms and our soils are very depleted. Our plants are growing up in not the most nutritional soil, and they are picked before prime ripening. And there's various sprays, waxes, and chemicals used on the produce through the growing process and after they've been picked. Vine ripening means, while that word's used quite a lot, is that's when all the nutrients hits the produce. Okay, and in some cases it's a good thing that it's picked before the prime ripening, because it actually tastes better being picked before then. For some vegetables, they're starting to get a bit soggy and sweet and not so they're not tasting so good. But they pick it before prime ripening because of the need to get it to to our shopping centres, the need to get it to us, or to replant again, I guess in some cases too. And then we're not seeing our fruits and vegetables till 1 to 2 weeks later in our supermarkets. So they've had other sprays and chemicals put on them to help them slowly ripen, walk through that journey and not over ripen. But then we get them home, and what we're also doing is we're peeling them, we're pipping them, getting rid of stem and stalk. And a lot of the nutrients is in that peel, pip, stem and stalk. Orange, for instance, over 70% of the nutrients is in the peel, and you just don't eat the peel. But this includes peel, pip, stem, stalk, the whole produce, and it's grown in these beautiful farms that are 3 to 4 generations old. The soil is 6 to 8 meters deep of nutritional soil. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing with their farming practices and how to look after it. No sprays and chemicals needed, and they get to vine ripen because the produce is only grown for Juice Plus. All right, so from the vine into the factory, washed, cleaned, and then it goes through a really slow pulping process. All right, not a juicing process, because we all know when we juice, we lose a lot of the nutrients in the juicing process. So this is a slow pulping process. The only thing that comes out of that pulping process is some of the water and sugar, which is great because we don't really want all that sugar from all those fruits and vegetables on a daily basis. And then it's slowly cooled into a powder form and encapsulated into this vegan vegetarian capsule. So the capsule itself is all plant-based as well, which is pretty awesome. We swallow it, gets into the bloodstream within 3 to 7 minutes, and there is where it goes to work. Because in that capsule there, it's keeping everything airtight. It's all capsulated in there, so the enzymes are still alive, micronutrients, phytonutrients are all still intact. So it gets in there, and just like an apple, I absorb things differently to you, to my son, and it goes to work. All right, and what it's going to do for me compared to my son, compared to my husband, is going to be very different, because we all have inflammation. It's all different, whether it's in the skin, whether it's in your joints, whether it's in your gut health. You know, what it's going to do for me versus them is going to be really different. All I know is, for me, I understand its uniqueness and it's bridging that gap, but then the results when they come are just amazing. So like I said, it's not a wonder pill. It is just there to bridge the gap. Our lifestyles are getting crazier, not slower, not easier, I don't, in any shape or form either. So if you can have this sort of backstop there, just to give you that extra, I guess, for me, I call it my wellness toolbox or my insurance policy on my health, then why not? So that's our hero product. Like I said, over 37 peer-reviewed studies on it. And one currently is the Kids Eat Free study. So whenever the adults take those micronutrients, those capsules there, these are like the oil in the engine, yeah? They get everything running more opulently, all right? Your kidney, your liver, right down to your red blood cells. It's all about, you know, getting that cellular nutrition. They don't want synthetic and artificial ingredients. They want more cellular nutrition, which comes from plants. So they love it, and they and they do go to work with it. And the kids get to eat free. They can either have the fruit and vegetable capsule, or they can get it in this cool chew form. And that gives your child, this is where it gets really exciting for the mums, the kids get an extra variety of 19 fruits and vegetables daily. I mean, that's massive. Kids got this growing, developing palate, and they're pains in the butts most of the time trying to get broccoli and kale or cauliflower onto their plate. But if you can get them to have these little chews, all again natural, just joined with an all plant-based tapioca, then like attracts like. So between the parent and the adult, we're seeing lots of results in skin, cognitive behavior, respiratory for my children. Kids are pooping better, sleeping better. And, you know, again, like attracts like. If you're flooding your body with all these beautiful micronutrients from fruits and vegetables daily, you're going to want and crave more of that. So that's really awesome. So then you've still got to eat, and that's where we struggle. I think, you know, there's so many opportunities out there for convenience nowadays. We get confused on what's healthy and what's now not healthy, and then we're so time poor, we're just picking up whatever's ready to go. So we've got this amazing program that you get access to for free for life once you do Juice Plus just once. It's all online. We've got over 7 ebooks, hundreds of amazing recipes created by a team of health professionals headed by Kira Westwick. Kira was a runner-up on MasterChef in Australia back in 2014. She's a nutritionist and she's a mum of 2. She's an absolute foodie, and we're constantly adding more and more value to this. But this has got things like healthy chicken. It's even got chocolate. It's got how to do kids' lunch boxes. It's got, you know, beautiful images, it's not about getting locked in the kitchen for hours. It's about meal prepping and planning. You know, if you're not prepping for success, then you're preparing for failure because you're not getting that done. And this is really basic. And you get a community online that's there to help you and support you and guide you. And coming up at the end of January is our first 8-week shred for 2020. And that's a really awesome way to have a kickstart into your health. Again, get some good results at the start, but then keep them, because we all know there's so many programs out there, and it ends up being a bit of a yo-yo diet because mum's on the diet, but dad doesn't want a bar of it, and the kids definitely aren't interested. But this one is about the whole family, about creating a good relationship with food, and then, you know, helping each other set up for success. You can find all the things you love in there, and then you can be versatile in how you use it. But it's there, and then you've got your Juice Plus there bridging the gap. So you've got the oil in the engine with the capsules, But then what if you are traveling, or you're stuck, or you're in the gym and you want that extra protein, or you're a breakfast skipper? Well, we've got these cool macro powders. These are complete protein with over 30 vegetables and plants ingredients in there. Things from broccoli, alfalfa sprouts, radish sprouts, quinoa, millet, all in a shake, and they actually taste good. A little bit of sugar from plant-based sugar cane and stevia, equivalent to a banana, and it makes any green smoothie taste good. I've always been a green smoothie drinker, not that I really like them, but now when I add my vanilla, I find it so easy to drink. And I am a breakfast skipper, but me and my now 4-year-old have one of these every morning, whether it's in a smoothie, whether it's with making pancakes, or it's a waffle. In some shape or form, we have one of these every morning. And then I love it post-workout also. It keeps me full and I'm not looking for a sugar fix. And it's got that natural protein in there also. Another great thing that's in here is greeny leaves, which is also in your vegetable capsules, which is an amazing thing, a source of niacin. Niacin is a mood balance. It helps with anxiety, depression, just being a moody female, really. And we see huge results with all of those as well. Then there's just one other gap that Juice Plus felt that they wanted to help bridge, something that we've always struggled with. And we know now with our oceans getting quite polluted, that we're now starting to absorb what the fish is absorbing, and that's plastic and toxicity. And so we've been resorting to fish for omega all this time, and omega, just like us, fish just like us, don't create their own omega. They get theirs from algae. So what Juice Plus have done, and it's taken them quite some time to do, is create a all plant-based omega, skip the fish, gone straight to the algae, along with sea buckthorn, pomegranate, tomato seed oil, raspberry seed oil, and a couple other beautiful oils in there. Again, capsulated, just slightly different in a cooling process to seal that capsule to keep all those natural omegas still beautiful for when we swallow. And that helps with eye health, brain health, heart, skin, joint inflammation, and pregnancy again. So all our products are vegan, vegetarian friendly. They are dairy free, gluten free, and they're all about bridging the gap in our diet, which is pretty awesome. So that's sort of our program and our product in a nutshell. But to bring it to life a little bit more, I'm going to get Sheridan. Sheridan's going to share how Juice Plus came into her life, what results she's had so far, and why she loves sharing it.
Hi. So I came across Juice Plus about 2 months ago now. At the time, I was really struggling with energy and motivation, and basically just exhausted. I've got a 5-year-old and 5-month-old twins, so I was really struggling to get through the day. I was struggling to get up to my twins at night time. So I basically came across this at the perfect time. I really needed something that was going to help me. My moods were all over the place. Since I've been taking the products, my moods have evened out heaps. My energy is so much better. I'm waking up in the morning feeling like I've actually slept and being able to get through the day. I'm not crashing in the afternoon like I usually would. My skin is so much healthier. I'm having people asking me what I'm using, why I'm looking so much healthier. My daughter has been taking the kids' chews, and I've always struggled to get fruit and veggies into her. She's quite a picky eater, but she loves it. She gets up every morning, has her breakfast, has her chews with it, and she's sleeping a lot better, which means her behaviour has been a lot better. She's got more energy when she comes home from school and that sort of thing. So it's pretty awesome how much in the 2 months that we've been taking it, it's already affected us. I love sharing this product because it's easy, it's simple, it's something that we all need, but most people don't get. Obviously, for people that are feeling the way I was feeling, if they knew that there was something that could help them, it would be amazing. So I love sharing it for that reason.
Awesome. Thank you. That's it. We just don't know. Like me, like you, Sheridan, I'd had a glimpse at it, read a bit of the research, but before then, considering it's been around for 20 odd years before then, I'd never heard of it. But then we've, you know, like between the product and the program, I just think it's a win-win. And, you know, if we don't have our health, we don't have anything else. Honestly, you know, I was speaking to a mum the other day, you know, and you know, about trying to figure out how to better her health because she's been in and out of hospital. And, you know, just figuring out if she's going to look after her health or if she's going to put that money aside for a new car. And I'm like, if you can't drive the car, there's no point in the car. So it's really, it's just where you are in life, I think, of figuring all that out. But thank you for sharing. And like, honestly, you know, it affects people differently. Like I said, you know, inflammation shows up in so many different areas of our life. Skin, it could be as simple as acne, dermatitis, eczema, all those crazy things that happen with our skin, and we think we need to treat it externally, but most of it is to do with our diet. So, you know, as Sheridan's been getting asked about her skin, you know, once this gets in there, it's amazing what it does for our skin. You know, for other people, it might be to do with weight loss or weight gain, and it's about reawakening up your I guess your insides, getting them running how they're meant to be. I don't think we realize how good we're meant to feel until we get these extra fruits and vegetables into our body, and just, I guess, reactivate our body to do what it's meant to do naturally and digest and absorb the food it's meant to. But then understanding what your body needs fueling wise is a big step too. And that's why this program is amazing. Like I said, it just teaches us all better how to have that good relationship with food. All right. And so I think, you know, for us and for a lot of people, and for Hannah especially, she's seen some value in this cool program and product, and, you know, and decided to take that next step in the business. And for a lot of people, that could be a really exciting thing or a daunting thing, or, you know, how do we do this? We literally just share it. We take care of our health and we share our amazing program and product. Sounds simple and sounds like, oh, it's one of those things you're going to be chasing down people sort of thing. And that was me. Remember, I was in the government, so I definitely thought, oh, this is too good to be true. It's one of those schemes or structures. But you know what? I was in the government. I was in one of those structures where everybody worked to somebody up the top. In the government, I was never, ever going to be the chief of defence or the CEO, whatever you want to make that top position up there. I did come in right at the bottom in the induction sort of right there. In my first 4 years, I was lucky. I mean, in my first 6, 7, I'm not sure. I got to the second or third promotion in there, but then it sort of stopped in my government job. That was it, unless I wanted to, you know, head off interstate or change agencies. And that's what I ended up doing by the time I'd hit my 9th year. I switched agencies so I again could have another promotion. But each time I would go for any of these promotions, I'd have to be the best at what I was doing. I might have been in an office with, you know, 20 other people that were all wanting that next position. So I always had to keep working harder than everybody else. I had to, you know, reapply, and half the time some of these people were getting replaced for people externally from my agency. And that's the same, I guess, with a bistro or a restaurant. It's the same with the Coles. Think about the CEO there. You come in as a checkout chick at the beginning, or McDonald's shaking fries at the start and working your way up. The chances of me ever being the CEO or the chief of defence, it was never going to happen. The CEO of McDonald's or Coles, it was never going to happen either, not unless I was prepared to put in 30, 40 maybe years and a lot of time. All right. And what happens with this structure is you're working to live for the weekends. And in a lot of cases, you know, even in my government job, I was taking the work home with me. So my weekends weren't just me catching up on the housework. It was me taking work home to do also. And there was no flexibility in my, you know, home life versus my work life. Each one of these came with a set rate of what I was getting paid yearly. I wasn't valued from the work I was doing. What I get with this is where I fell in love with it. Our structure is somewhat like this. We do have promotional levels, and we do have a top position called NMD, but there isn't one person sitting at that promotion level. We all actually get the opportunity to work up to that if we want to. No pressure to do so. We all start at the bottom, and we can't come in from externally to want any of these positions anywhere else. We start here. Someone links arms with us and helps us. If we want to get to the next position or the one after, because we want, say, $500 a month, because we want, $2,000 a month, because we want $10,000 a month. Those people that introduced you to the business that are working side by side with you will show you and map it out for you. But again, if this is up to you on what success you want to create. There's no cutoff. There's no glass ceiling. You can keep growing your business as much as you want. And it's all by just listening and helping others bridge any gaps that they might have in their health, their lifestyle, their community, their relationships, even self-development. I love how many areas that this can bridge those potential gaps. And just by me listening to people and helping people at the beginning, so this girl called Lauren introduced me to the business. All right, she showed me how to help a few people with the cool program and product. But what I also found was a few people that wanted something more in their life. Lindsay had 5 people in her family and she just wanted to get the product cheaper. So she jumped on board. Catherine was traveling Australia with her family and just wanted an extra income, and also to be able to bridge the gap between them traveling because they couldn't always get the nutrition that they wanted. Steph just couldn't believe it, like me, that we hadn't heard of such a cool thing and wanted to share it with more people again. Again, we did teach to teach, show these people how to do it with a few people, and this thing just started doing this. All right? No hunting down and chasing people. For some people, it's just an extra income. For some people, it's just extra an extra income did that. Get the product cheaper. And for some of them, one lady, it was just to get nappies and whatever without, and getting her hair cut without asking her husband. All really naturally. Who did Laura know at the beginning? Well, look, she didn't even know me. But since then, she's gone and shared it with plenty of other people, don't get me wrong. But this has happened, beneath us as well, which is pretty awesome. So again, it's just something that just works for some people and doesn't for some people, but it's just really simple and really fun. So now we're going to hear from Hannah. She's going to share with us, how Juice Plus came into her life, what she's looking forward to with the program and product, and why the business made sense to her. All right, there you go.
Hey guys. So yeah, I think Jan summed it all up pretty beautifully about how amazing these products seem to be, and I'm really excited about it all. So I came across basically this awesome opportunity when my head coach Laura made a post about it on Facebook, and so I was really interested. And after chat with her, and then I met Jana, and I was pretty much sold straight away. I definitely think these products are amazing, and I can't wait to start taking them. I've got my first order on its way. And I'm just wanting to see what the fuss is all about. I love how they're all natural whole food supplements made from a variety of fruits and veggies and berries, like what John's just been explaining. So your micronutrients are covered, and plus you've got your omegas and protein as well. I think it's fantastic. And like what John was saying, how there's filling the gap for your nutrition, which is going to be really helpful for some people, I think. And so me personally, I currently have like a super busy, tight schedule. I'm a personal trainer, and I also work part-time in another job. I'm managing my business and my clients when I get the chance, basically training 5 times a week, trying to have downtime with my partner, trying to relax and just chill out, plus dealing with whatever life throws at you. So it's definitely a struggle with time management, and I definitely have found that sometimes I struggle to even make healthy meals like dinners at home sometimes, just like having the time and energy. So I'm really excited to get into Juice Plus. I think it's going to really benefit me. Having this, it's going to be an awesome addition to my diet for sure. Health and fitness is obviously very important to me and my clients, so I love what these products are going to offer. I'm really excited to be a product of the product with these, so then I can help motivate and inspire others as well, to hopefully head in the same direction. I'm also hoping that it might benefit my personal training business as well, as it could be really helpful for my clients too. I personally believe that health should always come first for you. So for me personally, it's definitely time for me to start thinking about how I can be a bit better with that. Plus, this new business will tie in quite nicely with my PT business, as I'm about to help clients, plus anybody else that I can contact over social media with their health and nutrition as well. So I'm really excited to see what this journey unfolds.
Awesome. Well done. You killed it. We're excited to see what this is going to be for you as well, Hannah. You are like knocked, I guess, the nail or the hammer in the right thing in so many areas, because I guess being a PT too, you guys are flat out trying to help people in the gym, but then they're asking you all those health questions all the time. You know, I'm tired. What do you suggest I eat? Or I want to lose weight. What do you suggest? This has got that for you. You've got a program, you've got meal plans, you've got the nutrition support. So it just makes sense. So, but if you're not doing you first in taking the product and, you know, taking care of you and relaxing and having that downtime as well, then you're not going to be the greatest support for your clients. So congratulations. We're thrilled to have you on board with us, and we're here to help you in any way, but we're really excited to watch your journey play out and see what comes next.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, and we've just got a couple of other girls that are going to share with us also, and I just want to touch on, like, we're really lucky because, like I said, people come to us for different reasons when it comes to the business, whether it's to get the product cheaper, whether it's to have that little bit of extra income, because let's face it, we cannot survive on just one income in a household anymore. Even two can still be a struggle. So to have some extra money, even if it's just to take care of your health, being your biggest wealth, and that's, you know, where we should start, I think. But we get paid really well. Profit, commission. Sorry, I've got a little person down here. So we've got profit, we've got commission, and we've got lots and lots of bonuses, which actually have just all gone up as of the 1st of January. They've started them a bit earlier, but I'm going to do the old formula just so you've got a bit of an idea. So we start off, we get someone links arms with us and they look after us as a virtual franchise. We help them try and smash out that first promotion. Then they straight away are getting that extra commission and starting to, you know, have a nice little client base that they get to look after, as well as their health. Help them get to the next promotion of DVF. That means they've probably introduced the business to maybe 1 or 2 people, and they've probably got a nice, you know, like again, a nice little client base underneath them, and they're taking care of those. And that's a $400 bonus for them. But also, what happens there also is the teacher also gets a $400 bonus for helping them get there, for guiding them and helping them, you know, work step by step to get there. The next one is SC. Probably means you've introduced the business to maybe 3 to 5 people, and you've got a great little customer base underneath you, which is really cool. And that's a $600 bonus for you, and again for your teacher. Next one is SSC. Here you're really starting to become a leader. And you've probably got a good team of around 10 plus your client base. But underneath this 10, you're helping these guys again because you're the teacher. So you're helping them get to these promotions. So they're building their own little teams underneath, just like I just did that drawing before. All right. So you're starting to have this beautiful little team. Can you get them out, please? And that's a $1,200 bonus. All right, next is QNMD. That's a $1,500 bonus. See how we get to do this around the craziness of life, around these. I'm pretty sure I've still got one child underneath my seat. And a $3,000 bonus for NMD, our top one. In saying that, they've added a few more promotions on and after that as well. By the time you hit NMD, you've got an amazing tribe, culture, mission-driven sort of, you know, all these people that want to just do the same things as you. Imagine going to work each day with people you actually want to work with and having fun and taking care of yourself. Like, I never got that in the government, 100%, even at McDonald's in my first job 20 odd years ago. But when you hit NMD, you're on 80 to 100,000 odd a year. All right, just from getting up each morning and listening to people, helping them with their health, listening to their stories, and seeing if you could potentially help them in some shape or form. Like I said, this isn't for everybody, but it is definitely something that can be done by anybody, whether it's taking care of their health or looking at the business opportunity. But for me, it's the relationships. The relationships are 100% what it's about. And that's why I'm going to grab these couple of girls. Now, Laura's going to share how Juice Plus came into her life, you know, where she was beforehand, what sort of journey she's had so far, and what she's looking forward to in the future.
Thanks, Jana. So Juice Plus came into my life probably just over a year ago now, when I found a post on Facebook And again, similar to Jana, had never spoken to, well, it was Jana herself at the time, had never spoken to her, didn't know who she was. I just moved to New Zealand from Australia. I was working as a personal trainer, running quite a busy business, and just felt flat, like tired, was giving all the advice about what everyone should be doing for themselves and their health because that's what my job was, but I wasn't practicing what I was preaching. And I was getting sick and trying to force myself to go to work because if I didn't work, I didn't earn any money, being self-employed, but having to be in front of someone to do it. So I knew something had to change and couldn't seem to find the means eating wise, thought I was doing enough but wasn't, and then thought, no, I need to try something, can't keep being sick. And also with my living situation, my partner's English and we're wanting to move potentially to Australia and we're saving for a visa, so any extra money along the way was very needed, and we were wanting to try and make some extra money without more time because it was just time, just giving it up to keep doing the same thing or getting sick and just staying down that path. So Juice Plus, it's been a big part and it's been a evolving part of my journey. So I have learnt a lot about community and personal development through being a part of this community and getting exposed to lots of different speakers and lots of different podcasts and seminars to learn about myself and about what makes me tick and what I need to work on to take down some of my biggest blocks that I have personally, and to then also be able to share more once I know a bit more about me and what I want. So it's been a really big one when I find myself prioritizing other things over my health every now and then, and you have to snap yourself back into it and say, you're nothing without your health, start prioritizing back onto that again. So it's always evolving, but you've always got someone there helping and guiding, and I think that's the biggest thing for me with Juice Plus and what I've learnt so far.
Awesome. That was amazing. Thank you so much for sharing, and I'll grab Stacey and she's also going to share her story.
Thanks, Jana. Thanks. Hi, everyone. So my name is Stacey. I'm a solo parent here in Christchurch of 3-year-old twins. I have been doing this for about 3 years now. I started back in 2017 when my partner and I were struggling on one income, and I either had to look at going back to work, and I was in the hospitality industry, so the income from that, even at full time, would just pretty much cover the cost of putting 2 kids under the age of 3 into childcare. So I also didn't want to come home exhausted and having to do all the mum jobs and going to work and doing everything else. So I had to look at other options. Well, I didn't have to, I just wanted to. So I came across this and the product absolutely resonated with me straight away, but I actually ran shit scared. I went, nah, can't do it. What if I don't know anyone? What if I don't sell? What if, I fail at it? And then I figured that, for the price of a good pair of shoes, for a good pair of sneakers, I get a business for a year. And guess what? I'm still here 3 years later. So clearly it's done really well for me. So for me, I was in a toxic relationship. Within 4 months of starting this business, I left my partner and I pretty much am 100% solo. His mental health is gone and he doesn't want to fix it. So I'm 100% solo with my kids, and this has totally freed us up. I didn't want to be that parent who was stuck on the solo parent benefit for the rest of her life, just like everyone else, struggling week to week. So for me, it's been an absolute amazing journey because I have got that freedom to do those things. I can go away in school holidays. I don't have to worry about money all the time. And for me, that's freaking amazing, especially when I'm doing it 100% on my own. So my health has been fantastic as well. Ever since I started this, I suffered hip dysplasia carrying the twins. I got energy and all those other results that everyone else has got, but my major one was the hip dysplasia. And even now, I still have niggles with it, but the omegas have totally taken that away and taken that inflammation away. In fact, I've got a little bit of a sore wrist, and I've doubled up my omegas today just to kind of take that away from there as well. So it's been absolutely amazing health-wise. Like I said, I've been on the product for just over 2 full years now, and I pretty much didn't get sick this winter, and apart from a week ago, but that was really, really cool for me. And the fact that my kids, it's their first year in kindy, they got sick twice, and the 2 times that they did get sick, I ran out of their chewables a week prior. So for me, health alone has been epic, and the financial freedom alone has been amazing as well. And I am pretty much here for the rest of my life because I absolutely love it. So thank you, Jana.
Thank you. Awesome. Great stories, different shapes of our, absolutely different shapes of life for sure. A single mum, I say my mum of 3, including my husband. Different stories, different reasons why. And I think, you just don't know until you give it a go. But it just makes sense. Yeah, it's super simple, just fruits, vegetables and berries in a capsule, and a plant-based protein and a really cool omega. And then we've got this amazing opportunity in the background. So a massive congratulations again to Hannah today for launching. Thank you for the girls who shared, and anyone who watched this live or is watching this back in the playback. If we did not answer all your questions, well, we hope we didn't, because we'd be here way too long, and we can talk about this underwater. We can talk about this all year long if we really wanted to, but we're trying to keep it short and sharp. But if you've still got questions, please reach out to whoever it was that shared this video with you and get those questions answered, because if you're anything like me, you will still have plenty to get answered. And I guess it's just about, if it's not for you, maybe there's somebody in your life that is always sick of being sick, tired of being tired, could do with an extra income, or just needs a community to help them make some really good positive changes in their life. So again, thank you for jumping on tonight, and hopefully we'll speak to you all again soon.